guys, welcome to Coders, and in this video I would give you a brief introduction of data science and machine learning, and from the next lecture we would start the setup and the basics of machine learning. So let's start with data science. So data science can be defined as the art and science of making data driven decisions. For example, in real life we also use this methodology. If there is a match between India or New Zealand or India or England, we would see the previous statistics of it, how which team has won more matches, and then we would make an assumption that India would win or England would win, because we think that if we know the past we can understand the future as well. So when this technique is performed by computers, we call it data science. So data science is nothing but a basic combination of mathematics, business and technology. We would use some techniques of mathematics, for example statistics, in which we would deal with the data and we would delete some rows which are not necessary, and then we would fix some data. In that way we are going to use mathematics. Then algebra would be used, probability would be used. We should have a basic knowledge of mathematics before you have to opt for this course. Then business doesn't mean that selling and buying the things. Business here means that you have the basic knowledge of the project which we are going to make. And then technology is nothing but we should know programming. um, as on our channel, for Python is also going parallel, so you could also access that course and then learn it. Then I have illustrated a figure in which data science is the container, and it has the several subfields. So the data science subfield is artificial intelligence. Then artificial intelligence subfield is machine learning, and machine learning subfield is deep learning. So I would put much focus on machine learning because machine learning is more easy to understand and we can apply its concepts in real life. So if you are in 12th and you are finding something for investigatory project, you could assess this course and make some projects which you can learn with machine learning. So much closer look. Artificial intelligence. I would first give the brief introduction. Artificial intelligence, you can pause the video and take a quick read of it. A branch of computer science that deals with providing intelligence to machines artificially. As we know that computers are dumb. That is why if we inject the same virus which it was affected earlier, the computer would again get a virus. It does not have a thinking that it was attacked by a previous virus and that is the same virus. That is why they get infected. So to make machines smart, we use artificial intelligence. They could be rule single simple rule based system, knowledge knowledge driven databases, etc. Then the subfield is machine learning. So machine learning is a subfield within AI that deals with making machines intelligent without explicit programming. It is in fact the most successful branch of AI. The explicit programming, here explicit programming means that we just provide with the data and we tell it that you have to use we tell the machine to use this specific algorithm. So we are not writing code for every data that is coming. We are just writing for some amount of data and the computer then judges the next data automatically. Then deep learning. So deep learning is nothing but using the algorithms that are used in our brain, that is the neural networks. If we were to read the definition, then it would be a subfield of machine learning that deals with making machine intelligent and are concerned with the algorithms inspired by the structure and the function of the brain called artificial neural networks. So deep learning is nothing but machine learning with neural algorithms. And machine learning is where we use mathematical algorithms, neural networks. We use several algorithms which we would take a look further. Then the toolkit. We would require here the toolkit means the devices or the softwares required for learning machine learning. So there are two languages which could be used for learning machine learning, that is Python and R language. But I would like to start with Python because the students which are in 11th and 12th would get an experience of Python itself, and Python is more easy to understand. And in that we would use the libraries pandas, numpy and scikit-learn, matplotlib and etc. uh, uh, the libraries would add or subtract on the basis of the subsequent journey. And then if the series was successful, then I would also cover our language, so that we could get better understanding, and we could use it in our future too. So the history of machine learning, I would like to tell the history, because if we know the history, then we are able to implement it more successfully. So when before the advent of internet and data, people used hit and trial methods and guesses about their business strategies. Many people lost this method was had a lot of risk, and there was a lot of loss faced in this method. So after the internet had arrived and the data was collected, at that time data was collected in the form of surveys. The people would roam from one place to another, and then take the surveys about it, and then people would make a business strategy about it. So this method was at the time called business intelligence. But after internet become more popular and data had reached its peak, we applied it into several fields. For example, healthcare, in which we in further after at the end of the course, I would also make two projects, one about diabetes and other about heart diseases. So in that we will also use machine learning to tell whether a person has diabetes or heart attack, cardiac disease or not. When it was applied in several fields, it was called artificial intelligence. Okay, so in the next class, we would cover the setup and the basics of machine learning. In setup, I would tell you how to install Python and the libraries included in it, and an IDE named Sublime Text 3. And we would not program in Sublime Text 3. Sublime Text 3 would be used for projects, and we would use Jupyter Notebook. So instead of downloading the whole Anaconda distribution, I would suggest you to only download Jupyter, which I would also show in the next video. So till then, take care. Bye bye.